Yeah, it's been really difficult for me to select a team, which is a really positive thing for any coach within a national team. It means that there's good strength and depth. The fact that we've been able to have a lot of players training as an elite group during this pandemic, that has put me under a little bit of pressure to pick. The team I've picked, I believe, is a team that believes in themselves, that's trained really hard, and I think it's an exciting blend of youth and experience in there. There's some really experienced players who have gone through Six Nations in the previous format and coming into this as well, but there's also a blend of youth that really excites us as coaches, but also it pushes the players who have previously probably expected to be in the team, whereas now they're getting pushed. So for us, it's an exciting blend. The group have worked really hard since August time. We were fortunate to get the game against France, and then, as we all know, the game against Wales was off. And then because of the pandemic, we've continued to adapt to whatever has happened. But moving forward, Scottish Rugby have looked after us really well. They've allowed us to continue to train, and because of that, we seem to be in a good place. But the format is great for us, more so that we can play. Due to obviously COVID, we understand why the format has got to be like this, and it gives us an opportunity to get 2 to 3 games prior to going into World Cup qualifiers as well, so it's a real positive. We've also been fortunate enough to have national squad sessions here at Oriam, so we've been able to have the national group with our exiles who are at the clubs playing in the Premiership down south, so we've been able to pull the players in together. So we've had a good preparation time. We're now at the stage where we feel we're cooked and ready to go, and Saturday can't come soon enough. Evie Gallagher is a great kid who's, she has trained, she's been involved in the Futures programme, but again, because we've been able to train through weekly sessions, Evie's really put her hand up and said, look, I'm ready to be selected. She was involved, she was brought into the bench to play Wales just prior to that game being called off, so it was given to her, but then it was pulled back again, so it's been it's really difficult for her to have that opportunity then pulled away. She's now got another chance. But that chance is merited. So she's worked really hard on her game. Her skills are so much better. She's worked really hard in the gym and strength conditioning wise. So really looking forward to see how she performs. I'm sure she's excited, but what we're doing at the moment is just keeping everybody's feet on the ground, and I'm sure by Saturday again she'll be raring to go.
So this weekend also sees the return of Jenny Maxwell and Liz Musgrove after a lengthy injury. You must be delighted to have back in the team. Yeah,
very much so. I think both girls, as we said in our team meeting last night, should be delighted with one being back, but delighted at the work that they've put in to get back being here. They've both been out a long time. Obviously through COVID they've been out such a long time, they've only missed one game, so neither of them have really missed too much rugby, but they have been out injured, and rehabbing is completely different from obviously like the rest of them have been doing in terms of training for games. So delighted for both of them to be there. With them being out for so long, that's experience that we've not had within the group, and both speak really well. They both understand the game inside out. They really bring on and cajole others around them as well, and they've got really high standards. So to have both of them available for selection really is positive for us as a group, and us as a management team as well. They're players that are leaders, and they're both players that we can bounce off as well. So to have them around the group is brilliant, and I'm delighted to see them both back.